Well, hello there, all my friends on the interwebs who love miniatures. I'm Duckion. This is a Monday, and I'm here to ramble. Today is Monday, the 29th of April, 2024, and we're rambling about these 4 Heresy miniatures, of which the front 3 clearly represent crew members of the Serenity, the Firefight class ship. We have Captain Tight Pants Mal here. We have Reverend Book, or Shepherd Book, and we have Kaylee. So, the liberty I took with Shepherd Book here is that I painted the cover of his Bible red, because he's dressed all in black and having... I think the Bible in the show, they show is black covers, but black against the black would not stand out, and in my experience, the other common color that Bible covers have is red. So I thought that was appropriate. And with Kaylee, her blouse that she wears under her overalls is actually a flower pattern. It's like purple, pink, and red flowers. But you can't paint flowers in the scale, really. Well, I mean, you could if you're insane and just wanted to photograph it up close. But, you know, I went with some blotches, and I think it looks okay. This guy, I don't think he represents any specific character from any specific media, so I just used some of the colors I already had from painting these other minis. So his tank top is kind of a lighter version of Kaylee's overalls, the sort of olive drab, and his pants are the color of Mal's shirt. Just, you know, using what I had on hand. Yeah, so 4 minis finished this week. It's okay for my current rate of work and you know, how much time I actually have to paint. So I'm gonna say I'm pleased with that. And with that, let's move on to other miniatures. Now here we have these hassle-free minis that I've started. As, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but this one is clearly a famous character. This is Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, so I know the color scheme from her. This might be a Katniss Everdeen, I'm not sure. But, and this is some sort of ninja, but otherwise these are just whatever. This might be... Hang on. Is this like Evil Willow from Buffy when she became addicted to magic? I'll have to look up that. If there's a color scheme for that. Otherwise, I was just going to go with purple hair, blue jeans, and a red bodice. And of course, the white frilly thing underneath. We'll see what we do with it. Anyway, yeah. Tonight there's I'm gonna have to work late at my school, so I won't be able to make the painting evening we traditionally have on Mondays. It's normally at my place these days, but it's gonna be somebody else is, you know, taking up the baton for this week. And but I'll try to get some paint on these anyway during the week. I do have like 1.5 days extra off this week because of holidays. So maybe that will get me going on these minis and have them finished by next week. We shall see. Here's the next batch of minis. We have these Reaper guys that I placed on some of my simpler resin bases. Just like roadways. I messed this one up a bit. She's not centered properly on the base. She's, but, you know, she's glued in there with Gorilla Glue, so I'm not gonna bother about it. It's like a millimeter wrong. That'll, yeah, it'll be okay. It'll get lost in the crowd. So for next week, just gotta prime these and get started on them. So how about a little unboxing? I got curious about these new paints. Everybody's talking about the new Fanatic War Paints from Army Painter. So I got this starter set with just a few 11 bottles and a miniature in it. So let's look at what's inside. Let's see if this thing stands up. Okay. So we have a little painting guide. Looks like a little booklet about how to paint. We have some advertisement for other Army Painter products, and we have these stickers. I'm not really sure what the point of these is. We have stickers representing different colors, different paints, none of which I believe are in this set, so that's odd. And then we have this plastic tray. We have a little plastic miniature, a little knight. We have some paints. We have a brush-on primer. There's some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 acrylic normal paints, 2 metal paints. The ones that it's plate matte metal, and I believe the greedy gold. Actually, not bronze, not the bronze one, but it's like the primary colors. There's red, green, yellow, and blue. The most primary versions of those. No, not really. It's an ultramarine blue. It's not a clear blue. So there's white and black. There's a leather brown. And yeah, and also there's a strong tone shade, a wash. So you know what? Also a little brush. I believe this is I think this is their synthetic range. Yeah. This is I can feel by the bristles. This is a plastic synthetic brush. You know what? For next week, I'm starting up this. I'll start this miniature. I'll clean it off and prime it by hand using this brush-on primer. Then we can get to painting it. And let's see if I can paint it with just the colors, just the paints in this set, and see how that works out. That'll be an interesting sort of review of this set. I'm not going to make a full review of this paint range. I never do that sort of thing. There's way more. There's a lot of channels on the YouTube that can do that. I've seen several videos already extolling the virtues of Warpaint fanatics. One more meaning I can add to the queue, even though there's still a lot of stuff in there left to do. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? And with that, we've reached the end of this episode. So please give it a thumbs up. Please join me again next week. Same channel, same day of week, same Daki Jan. But for now, just, like, share, subscribe, and I'm signing off.